students, welcome to AJ Akshar Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss problems on series and parallel combinations in thermal conductivity. Before going to know about the session, ఈ వీడియోను మొదటిసారిగా చూసేవారు దయచేసి లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. మీ యొక్క అమూల్యమైన అభిప్రాయాలను మా కామెంట్ సెక్షన్లో తప్పక తెలియజేయగలరు. Okay, let us go to the today's session problems on series and parallel combination in thermal conductivity. Let us go to the first one. First problem, three rods of same length and same cross sectional area and of conductivities 70, 110, 180 respectively. Then find the effectively conductivity in parallel combination. So in this question they given three rods of same length and same area of cross section and of conductivities are one is 70, one is 110, other one is 180. So you have to calculate effective conductivity in parallel combination. Let us come to the solution. Now we'll write the same length, nothing but L1 is equals to L2 is equals to L3 is equals to L, and A1 is equals to A2 is equals to A3 is equals to A. So the effective K1 they given 70, K2 110 and K3 they given 180. So effective conductivity in parallel combination is equals to K1 plus K2 plus K3 by 3. So substituting all these values in this 70 plus 110 plus 180 by 3, that is equals to 180 plus 180. Here 180 plus 180 by 3. Next 360 by 3. So 360 by 3. This is a effective in parallel combination. So 3 ones 3 120s. So effective combination, effective conductivity in parallel combination, that is 120 watt per meter Kelvin. Okay, this is a final answer. We'll go to the next question, that is second question. Three rods of same length and same cross sectional area and of conductivities 70, 110, 180 respectively. Then effective conductivity in series combination. Then here you have to calculate in series combination. They given three rods of same length and same area of cross section, that is one is 70, 110, 180. You have to calculate the effective conductivity in series combination. Let us come to the solution. In series combination, when the three rods are say of same length and same cross sectional area of conductivity is 70, 110 or 180, here given K1 is equals to 70 and K2 is equals to 110 and K3 is equals to 180. So we are writing the formula for when the three rods of same length and same cross sectional area, then N by K is equals to 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2 plus 1 by K3. So N is equals to here 3 rods. So 3 by K is equals to 1 by K1 nothing but 70, 1 by K2 110 plus 1 by K3 180. Next we are taking the LCM, that is 3 by K is equals to, LCM of this is 13860. Here 1 by 70 198 plus 126 plus 77. Here LCM of 70, 110 and 180, LCM of 70, 110, 180 is 13,860. Okay, so that's why we are writing here 13,860. 3 by k is equals to, after adding this 401 by 13,860, by taking cross multiplication here 401 into k is equals to 13860 into 3. So k is equals to 113,860 into 3 by 401. So after multiplication we are getting 41580 by 401. At last we are getting 103.6. So approximately we are writing this as 103.8. Okay, this is the final answer, 103.8. Next we will go to the next question, that is third question. The metal rods of same length and same area of cross section are connected in series in this conductivities are of 120 SI units and 240 SI units. Effective conductivity of the combination is, so in this question the metal rods of same length and same area of cross section are connected in series. In this conductivities are 120 its SI units and 240 SI units. We have to calculate the effective conductivity of the combination is dash watt per meter per Kelvin. So here let us come to the solution. L1 is equals to L2 is equals to L. Why? Because same length, same area of cross section. So A1 is equals to A2 is equals to A. In series, when the two rods are connected here, K2 K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. This is K1. Okay. K1 2 K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. This is the effective conductivity when they are in series. Substituting values 2 into K1 120 K2 240 by K1 plus K2 120 plus 240. Next we will write K effective is equals to 2 into 120 into 240 by K1 plus K2 120 plus 240. So that is equals to, here we are writing 2 into 120 into 240 by 360. 0 0 gets cancels. Here we are cancelling the is 2 into 120 into 24 by 36. 12 10 ja 12 3 ja. Again here we are cancelling 3 1 ja 3 8 ja. 3 1 ja 3 8 ja. So the final answer is 2 into 10 20, 20 into 8 160. 160 SI units. So K effective is equals to, the final answer is K effective thermal conductivity when they are in series, that is equals to 160 SI. Okay, this is the final answer. Question number 4. An aluminum rod of length L and cross-sectional area 2A is joined with a copper rod of length 2L and area of cross-section is A as shown in the figure. The temperature of aluminum copper junction in the steady state of the system is, see this is the figure given below. Aluminium, here we are taking aluminum rod of length L and cross sectional area 2A is joined with a copper rod of length 2L and area of cross section is A. The temperature of aluminum copper junction, the steady state of the system. You have to calculate the temperature of the aluminum copper junction. This is the first one. T1 400 degrees centigrade the given and air T2 20 degrees centigrade. This is insulating material. Now I will go to the solution. Let us come to the solution. Q by T is equals to constant for steady currents. So for steady state, Q by T is equals to constant. Okay. Now we are writing separate aluminium and this is copper. Here L1 is equals to L and here L2 is equals to 2L and A1 is equals to 2A and here A2 is equals to A. Here K1 is equals to 240 joule per meter second degree centigrade and here also K2 is equals to 400 joules per meter second degree centigrade. Now we'll write the formula. Q by T of aluminium is equals to Q by T of copper. Now we'll substitute these values in this, then we get K1 A1 delta T. We are writing the formulas, that is equals to K2 A2 delta T by L2. So here K1 A1 T1 minus T0 by L1, that is equals to K2 A2 T0 minus T1 by L2. So substituting now values in this, 240 into 2A into 400 minus T0 by L, nothing but L, that is equals to K2 400 into A2 here A T0 minus 20 by L2 value 2L. L cancel, A cancel. So here we are cancelling each other and again here 0 will cancel and 2 into taking cross multiplication, 2 into 24 48, that is 2 into 24 48 into again 2 here of 400 minus T naught is equals to here 40, here anything not there means 1 into 40 40 into A cancel of T naught minus 20. Again here we are cancelling 48 into 2 is equals to 40 and then 12. Here 2 ones 2 20s and again here we are cancelling 2 10s are here 2 2s are 2 4s are. So total again 2 5s are 2 12s are. So here we are writing after cancellation we are getting 12 into 400 minus T naught is equals to 5 of T naught minus 20. Next we will write 12 into 400 minus T naught is equals to 5 of T naught minus 20. 12 4s are 4800 minus 12 T naught is equals to 5 T naught minus 25 is 100. So 4800 plus 100 is equals to 5 T naught, here 12. 5 T naught plus 12 T naught, that is equals to 17 T naught. 4800 plus 100, 4900 is equals to 17 T naught. So finally we are getting T naught is equals to 4900 by 17. After doing cancellation, we are getting 288.24 degree centigrade. 288.24 degree centigrade. So this is the final answer. T naught is equals to, therefore T naught is equals to 288.24 degree centigrade. Okay, thanks for watching this video.